Deers are peaceful, and perhaps that's why they're called deers. And antelles are also peaceful. Rhinos are rhinos are also peaceful. The monkeys are sort of monkey-ish, but they are monkeys. The case of the humans, in the case of the humanoids, those are more of a monkeys, but they knows how to dramatize. So they will be innocent to act as not monkeys. We have lots of actors. Sort of the actor is more potent than the camouflager. Camouflagers know. Actors wrote its own script. Camouflage could just lean on a wall and try to hide, while the actor goes to a room and changes the store ledger. And that's one of the reasons why the societies doesn't function easily. We can have great British people with no laws, and soon laws start to arrive. And when you have non-British people, you can have the best, whether reason or whether perhaps of whether and whether minor matter, whether reason or whether yes, whether reason or whether perhaps of another, whether reason or whether reason or whether another, whether reason or whether perhaps of and whether minor matter of, and whether reason or whether with the best laws. As soon as it doesn't work, a while it will be dramatized. A while, whether reason or whether why probable of will be dramatized as if for whether reason or whether perhaps of whether reason or whether minor matter of whether reason or whether what will be dramatized as if it does much. Vikings' melee weapons are not so. They have limited range. It's expensive to carry. It's noticeable, and it's tied with all these dominator signatures. With what is dangerous are these ones that are established numbers. Whether reason or whether perhaps or whether reason or whether minor may not be to whether reason or whether not to coinciding with the recent other similar mentions of whether reason or whether established numbers, whether reason or whether with whether perhaps of whether reason or whether perhaps of whether reason or whether just whether reason or whether another of whether reason or whether perhaps of whether reason or whether with established numbers of whether reason or whether with established numbers that sort of edits the public shame lane, and whether reason or whether first of it defines which are shame. That's probably a some trait of the enemies, whether reason or whether whether reason or whether one group of entity is whether reason or whether enemy is that we are being dealt with. This is a defense. This whether reason or whether this is whether reason or whether probable. This is a whether reason or whether and perhaps whether reason or whether reason or whether another whether reason or whether another probable whether reason or whether probable whether reason or whether this is probable a defense war, and more so those attacked towards us relentlessly. Before transfer also wanted they mentioned to here in this medium also of whether reason or whether off and to fun whether reason whether perhaps over whether minor rather to whether first of probable is also suitable, whether reason whether it's probable to another whether reason whether it's probable is suitable for whether it's probable, so could be of. The earlier Rosencrantz may not be much familiar with the sort of the relentlessness, while dramatized. Sort of not they're very familiar with polite scholars, and including whether reason whether also whether reason whether first of whether reason whether what and whether perhaps and whether first of and whether reason whether academics, and whether also sort of the false scholars, whether reason whether perhaps of whether at first something of minor remark, whether probable of minor remark. whether it's the whether false academics also would sort of have the similar pace. While they may not be familiar with the whether perhaps of familiar with the trait, the Desson trait, and whether traits and some of the features of the lowlights, and that will cause a major problem, because if they are not completed with stage short of the earlier stages, whether perhaps of whether probable, whether probable, whether the comparative earlier stages, then once the elected lowlights start to arrival, there comes to be a major problem. Those ones are gamblers and will take major risks, even at the odds are zero, wouldn't it? Whether probable cases which was almost whether perhaps of whether minor rather with zero odds, and those still attempt whether relentless whether probable for relentless towards to of wouldn't it, right? Whether wouldn't it, right? Reason that's probable is countable as a minor repronunciation of whether wouldn't it. Whether perhaps of and whether minor whether and also another whether and whether minor rather of and whether another whether wouldn't it of that's for now. Whether perhaps of that's it. Of whether that's it for now. Whether that's it. Of whether not. Whether perhaps of what and whether whether and whether that's for now of this video, and whether your instance of may not be much of whether perhaps of false, or whether perhaps of and whether may not be whether perhaps of and whether probable and two of whether whether retrieval of namely of whether retrieval of whether of to of reason thereof whether to of thereof whether to of to of thereof whether another whether minor rather whether may not be trust endorsed to recent their mentions of whether and whether perhaps of whether perhaps of and whether perhaps of whether and whether minor rather of whether may not be trust endorsed and whether endorsed to reason there and whether perhaps of whether whether minor rather of and whether mentions to of